Welcome to a new week. Kevin has been saying that several times now. He has said that he would like potato salad. So I think I'm gonna see if we have the stuff for potato salad. I don't know if we do or not. I'm gonna check and see. I know we have some potatoes, but I don't even know how many we have. We have enough potatoes. Now I have to see if we have all the other stuff. And I know that camera is probably not in a good spot, but, are we gonna have enough eggs? Yes, I have just enough eggs. And then I'm gonna need mayonnaise, mustard, and relish, and onion. And I have onion too. Okay, so I have all the stuff for potato salad. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work on making Kevin potato salad. If you are curious, there is a recipe on YouTube of the potato salad. I'm trying to, one of these legs is wonky on this, tripod, so hopefully the whole thing doesn't end up just falling. So I'm gonna get my eggs. There's only 6 eggs in here, so I'm gonna boil every single one of them. Anyway, there's a recipe on YouTube if you're curious about the potato salad. I make it the same way every time. I haven't done it any other way for a while. My mom, in her potato salad, she used to use green pepper. And so the only difference between my mom's and what I make is mine does not have raw green pepper because Kevin likes cooked pepper. He loves cooked green pepper, but he doesn't like it raw. So I quit putting it in there years ago, and honestly, I like it better without too. I just think it has a better flavor. So I'm going to put these on the stove, and then once they start boiling, I'm going to have Alexa start a timer for us. I tell you, oh, I said her name. She didn't respond. I said her name and she lit up behind you. That is one thing that I really like about having her, is that if you're making a cake or anything like that, all you have to do is say her name and start a timer, and you can start, I don't know how many timers you can have going at one time, but I know we've had like 3 different, her keeping time, because you can set a timer and call it, you can say, Alexa, set a timer for 15 minutes and call it chicken.
Call it chicken timer, 15 minutes, starting now.
Okay, and then you can say, Alexa, start a timer for 10 minutes and call it steak.
Call it steak timer, 10 minutes, starting now.
So I don't know how many of those you can have going. Alexa, stop steak timer.
Call it steak timer canceled.
Alexa, cancel chicken timer.
Call it chicken timer canceled.
Anyway, you see what I'm saying? You can set, so you can have a timer going if you're making a cake or brownies, if you're boiling eggs and you want those to boil for a to amount of time, your potatoes. So you can have everything, on different timers. So anyway, I'm gonna start peeling these potatoes. A couple of weeks ago, I talked about how I like to listen to the Diz on YouTube. I love their channel. I'm gonna put my phone on mute. I love their channel. I love their stuff. And so I talked about how they had gone to a restaurant on property called The Wave, and they had received certain things in their food that wasn't on the menu. And I know, I've heard before, if you have things that you're allergic to or something like that, you just need to let them know. And they're very, very good at accommodating people, because they don't want people, you know, they don't want someone with a peanut allergy to die because they didn't say anything to them. So all you have to do is say something to them, and they're very accommodating. So there's somebody that I watch on YouTube, and she just got back from Disney, and she went to a restaurant. It was not the Wave, but she went to a restaurant, and she said that she's vegan. She did not tell them she's vegan because she ordered a salad, and she looked on the menu. The menu at this particular place, it was on the menu, everything that was supposed to be on the salad. So she said, I didn't think there was any need to tell them I was vegan because I saw what was listed. So she gets the salad, it has cheese on it. So vegans don't eat regular cheese. So she had to send the salad back, and they had to bring her a new salad. And the thing is you would say, well, some people would say, well, she should have told them she's vegan. You know what? Maybe, but I don't necessarily think so. In this case, I don't necessarily agree, because she was getting a salad. Everything that's going to be on that salad should be on the menu. You know, just like one of the guys from the Diz, he got a salad from the Wave, and it had cheese on his salad as well. It did not list cheese on the menu. This guy doesn't have any special dietary restrictions. He's not allergic to cheese. He simply doesn't like cheese. So because the menu did not say that it does not, that it contains cheese, he didn't think it would be on there. That's just like, I was telling Kevin about it, and Kevin said, yeah, we don't like mango. Well, you wouldn't expect mango to them to just throw some mangoes on a salad. If it's not on the menu, it shouldn't be on there, period. So I do know that Disney is very accommodating, but I do think that here lately, you know, this is somebody new that there's been another occasion where they put something on her salad and it was not on the menu. And I just think they need to be very, very careful. They need to start putting things on there, because you just never know. Wouldn't it be better to list cheese on the menu than somebody gets sick or something like that? And to have to throw out a salad, to have to throw that away because somebody won't eat it because they're vegan, it's just a shame when you could have done something about it. Disney could have done something about it simply by putting it on the menu. So I just wanted to comment on that it hasn't just been the guys from the Diz, and I'm sure that's happened to other people before too, because, you know, another thing I don't like is avocado. Well, I don't expect for them to just throw avocado on things either. Does that mean that I'm going to have to say, just because I don't like avocado, don't put avocado on? Well, if it's not on the menu, then you don't expect it to be on there. Same thing with cheese. You shouldn't have to say, I don't like cheese. Well, no, because it shouldn't be on there if it's not written down. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, I just wanted to bring that up, that if you're going to Disney, specifically when it comes to the salads, if you don't like cheese, or you cannot have cheese, or if you've made that dietary choice for yourself, and you've decided that you are vegan and you do not want to eat cheese, then I would go ahead and say something, because it's not worth it to wait all that time and then not be able to eat your food because they put cheese on it. Alexa, set a timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
That's how long I'll let my eggs boil for, is for 15 minutes for a hard-boiled egg, and they're perfect. Now, for my potatoes, because I cut these into like bite-sized pieces, they do not take long to boil, and I have learned just from making potato salad for so many years. I know you probably can't see me through that sting. From making potato salad for so many years, I boil the potatoes for 10 minutes. Just because they're bite-sized pieces, and if you boil them for any longer than 10 minutes, then they can get really mushy. So, but this will really surprise Kevin that I'm making potato salad, because I know he didn't expect it. I actually had bought these potatoes, and honestly, I'm glad I thought to do this today, because they're growing eyes. And usually when they're growing eyes, doesn't that mean you need to use them because they're going to start getting soft? That's what it's always meant for us in the past. We used to own a potato bin. One of those, for me, they're very country looking. I think they are. But they're made of wood. Usually they're made of wood. Sometimes people paint them. My parents had one that they painted. They had bought one for Kevin and I, and it was just just like walnut, and so we never painted it. We just left it the way it was. But we would buy potatoes, and sometimes I would forget that they were in there, and they would just basically turn to water. It was disgusting. Well, they never got that bad, but they did get watery because they were just old. And it had a drawer in the bottom too for onions. But we've always kept our onions in the refrigerator. I think, well, when we had that, we kept them in there. But then, since I got rid of that, I sold it to yard sale, I'm pretty sure. We keep our onions in the refrigerator just to have somewhere to keep them. It's not that they need to be refrigerated, it's just more of a place to keep them. But the reason I got rid of it is because it was just very country looking, and although a lot of people love that country look, I just have never had that in my house. My sister has a very country look, I think, in her house. It's very craftsy, country looking, and it looks really cute in her house. But for me, I like, as you can tell from this kitchen probably, I like to keep things very, very neutral and very plain. That way, it's just easier. It's just easier for me to clean. And some people ask me, how do you keep things so clean? And I think that's why. It's because I don't have a lot of stuff sitting around. I'll tell you what, I'm getting potato peel everywhere. But I don't have a lot of stuff sitting around. And I think that that's why. It's just because I try to keep the stuff to a minimum. You would not believe how different our house looked years ago. Before we moved in here, our old house, my parents this will put things into perspective for you. If you've watched any of the videos where I show what we give Ainer, Christina, and Ashley for Christmas, that got started with my parents, because that's how my parents used to always spend that kind of money on us. And so we would get all kinds of stuff to sit around and stuff like that. And so our old house, there was stuff everywhere. There was literally stuff sitting everywhere. And I've just gotten rid of a lot of that over the years, because the more of that stuff you have, the dustier it gets, the dirtier it gets, and I don't know. It's just easier to keep things clean if there's not a lot of clutter, and if there's not a lot of stuff sitting on the floor. It's just easier to clean. I did rinse off my potatoes and rinsed off my cutting board, so just so you don't think I'm leaving the dirt on. Several weeks ago on my blog, I wrote about, and it may have been more like a month ago, but I wrote about the podcast that I'm enjoying, and just so you all know, you don't have to listen to podcasts on your phone. You can listen to them on the computer too. Just pull them up on the website. But I have been listening to Nancy Grace, somebody that I watch her videos. She mentioned that Nancy Grace had a podcast, and so I have been listening to the Nancy Grace podcast, and I really, really enjoy it. And what's weird for me is that I've always been the type of person that I don't watch the news. I still do not watch the news now because I've always said it's so depressing. It's just depressing, and it's always bad, and so why would I want to listen to it? So everything that is on this Nancy Grace podcast is absolutely horrific. So you would wonder, okay, well, how in the world can you listen to Nancy Grace but you can't watch the news? And I think the reason is because you get closure on Nancy Grace. When Nancy Grace talks about cases, usually something has happened in those cases. Like the people who've gone to court, they're in prison, they're in jail, they're dead, whatever. Something has happened to these people to where there is closure. When you see something on the news, then that horrible event has just happened. So you might have people on the loose, and you don't know where they're at and what they're going to do and what's going to happen. Whereas on this show, you're going to get some closure. And now, just so you know, Alexa, stop timer. If you listen to Nancy Grace, let me get these off. If you do choose to listen to Nancy Grace, then I want to warn you that, like, literally, this is not for the faint of heart, because stuff happens in this world. Wow. I mean, there are some sick people out there. So stuff goes on in this world that you would never dream of. But for me, as horrific as it is, I'm just glad to know that there is closure. So, and of course I still listen to all the other podcasts. I talked about it during that blog post, like I said. I still listen to all those other podcasts when I can. Some of the podcasts I deleted. Some podcasts that you listen to have a start and an end. So like somebody will take one event, like somebody got murdered, and they'll just talk about that one thing. And so once the story's over, and that's the end of that podcast. So I had a bunch of podcasts like that on my phone, and I deleted them. And then there were some that I was listening to. There was one, I don't even remember what it was called, but it wasn't that good. It just, some people are really easy to listen to on the radio. Some people are very fluid with the spoken word and speaking in general, and they're not wooden. And this one that I was listening to, I thought, surely this girl's going to get better, because she was just as wooden. I mean, you could tell she was reading every single word on here. And I thought, surely to goodness, she's going to get better at this. And she didn't get better quick enough for me, so I had to quit listening to that. But I wanted to tell you about Nancy Grace because I've looked it up online, and you, like I said, you don't have to listen on your phone. You can listen on the computer too, and I think it's called crime stories or true crime stories. I think it's like Crime Stories with Nancy Grace. Guess I can turn that water off now, huh? Now that I've wasted it. I think that's what it's called. It's like Crime Stories with Nancy Grace or something like that. But she's just very thorough. She's very interesting. I think a lot of times, you know, you have certain questions about things. Well, what about this and what about that? And I think she's really good at asking those questions. So like a lot of interviewers, you know, like a lot of people naturally know things. They know this is what happens when you go to court, and this is what happens, and this is why they didn't prosecute, or this is why they did this and that. She doesn't take for granted that everyone knows as much as she does. So she asks a lot of questions, and I, for one, really appreciate that. And she always talks about her own kids. That might bug some people, but it doesn't bug me because I like it. I like to know that she's passionate about her children. She loves her children. So that's just one to look out for. So now I'm going to put these on, and like I said, I'm only going, I won't set a timer until these start boiling. And then once they start boiling, I will set a timer for 10 minutes. I need to add some water. And this pan is heavy. I don't think I needed this many potatoes at all, but I used what was left just because I didn't want them to go to waste. Okay, so I'm going to turn that's the wrong burner. I always turn the wrong burner on. I have to be very careful because I'm really bad about that. So now this is wet. I love a good hard-boiled egg. I know they sell them in the grocery store cold, but if I'm going to eat a hard-boiled egg, I like it hot. The hotter, the better for me. Usually, if I'm going to eat a hard-boiled egg, I crack it open, and it has steam coming off of it when I take bites out of it. And I put just a touch of salt. Not a lot of salt, but just a little bit of salt. Don't even remember because it's been so long ago, but on March 8th, over a month ago, I mailed off a box to Dr. J. Dr. J just got it today. Today is April 11th. He just got it today, his box. It had said it was in the United Kingdom, and then all of a sudden, and I'm thinking, oh, he's gonna get it. This didn't take no time at all. The next thing I know, it's in Rio de Janeiro. It went all the way to Brazil. And then it made its way back to the United Kingdom. You know what? Frankly, I'm just glad he got it. I really am, because it was very expensive to mail. And I wanted him to get the stuff for Easter, you know? And fortunately, it still is before Easter, and all the stuff is still in date. I didn't send anything that would have been out of date. But I told you all, I sent him all the Russell Stovers, and I sent him like 3 different kinds of Peeps, and I sent him some Snickers bars and stuff like that. So hopefully the stuff isn't completely melted, but I just couldn't believe that it took over a month for it to get to him. But finally it's there. I don't remember having a problem like this before, and normally when I've sent him things, it's gotten there pretty quickly. So for some reason this one time it just took its time. So anyway, I thought that was interesting.
Okay, after a 3.5 hour drive, roughly 220 some miles, 27 miles, I am at the it's Henderson County, Henderson Community College, and this is the Preston Arts Center or something like that. Anyway, I'm doing a professional development training, whatever you want to call it, on it's from the Disney Institute. It's Disney's method of quality service, something to that effect. So basically it's just how to do quality service the Disney way. And so it was the school paid for it, which was good, because it was like, I think it was $450 and it was $300 for us, and the school paid for it, so I didn't have to do anything, and I just had to drive. And I'll get mileage when I get back. I'll claim mileage, so I'll get all the 400, almost 500 miles paid for, so that's good. So anyway, I'm about half an hour early, so I'm going to sit here. I got to use the bathroom. Awful. I did stop once on the way, but I still gotta go again. So anyway, I'm gonna call Tammy real quick, tell her I got here okay, and it's early. It's 8 o'clock my time. I got up at 4 o'clock Eastern time to get here at 8 o'clock Eastern time, and it starts at 9 o'clock Eastern time, but the check-in starts at 7 or at 8:30. So only have about half an hour to wait. So I think it's pretty good time for that long a drive. I wasn't too far off, and actually I used the Apple iPhone Maps app, and it was dead on, almost to the minute of the estimated time getting here and the time I actually got here. So that was pretty cool. So anyway, maybe I'll keep you filled in on the day. If there's anything I can film, I'll film it. I don't know how much of it I'll be able to do in here. They may actually get us not to film anything, because they do sell this product at Disney too. So companies go into Disney and actually stay at Disney property and go. So anyway, I'll talk to you later.
Oh, come on, you know people. There's gotta be. Need a root beer. Coming. Hold that.
So she has put her Easter stuff out, the little Easter eggs in her front yard, which I love. I'm filming this with my phone because I left my camera at home. Look how cute that looks. Does that not look adorable? The day that I left my camera at home, that's when I see things.
Camera, the phone does about as good as anything.
Oh, yeah, well, I know it takes good video, but I worry about it picking up sound.
It picks up sound okay.
You think it picks up sound? Well, you film with yours every
Not
day.
right,
For lunch, you do your lunchtime review on your phone.
True.
Hi, baby. Hi. Hi, honey. Hi, Hi. How are you, baby?
The dog's barking in the house.
Have you missed me so much? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, have you missed me so much? I missed you. Yes, I did. I missed you very much. Yeehaw. Yeehaw. It's
It's like she knew we were coming. She
started running.
She was, yeah, but when they're at home, she doesn't do that. It's like she knows that they won't like it or something. Yes, you could sleep in my bed with me.
Yeah, with the other cat.
Yes.
I want to say thank you to Alicia. She sent me some coupons, and we haven't done our grocery shopping yet, so I know I will use some of these coupons. I think Kevin will especially like these for Sargento cheese, because you don't have to get a specific kind. A lot of their Sargento cheese coupons, you have to get a certain kind that he didn't. What was the one you don't like? I don't know what the name of them are. They're like duos. They're like two cheeses.
Yeah, it's like two. I didn't like that.
They're like two cheeses in one. Anyway, Kevin just likes the regular Sargento cheese. But with this, you can get any 2 packages and you can save $1. So he always buys the pepper jack, which I love too. So anyway, thank you. You sent me more than that I'll use, but thank you for that. And then I want to say thank you to Lorraine in California. She sent us this very pretty Easter card, and she wrote a nice message on the inside. She said she's new to our channel, but she sent us some fruit jerkies to try, and I've never heard of this brand. 2 of them are the same. 2 of them are organic banana with pecans, so both of these are the same thing. So I have but the brand is Solely. I would call it, say, Solely. And where are they made? They're made in California. So that's cool, because we've never heard of them before. Organic banana with pecans. And then she sent me a organic pineapple with coconut. And then she sent us the Don David, the king of nuts and candy. This is chili gummy bears. And I'm thinking we've tried some Mexican candies from Don David, and this might be a Mexican candy too. This is from California as well, so all of these are things from California, which is cool. That we've never had any of them, because you know that we've tried a lot from California, so this is neat. But we've tried something. It was like a sucker that it was like a sweet sucker, but then it was covered in chili powder. And boy, if you're not used to that, I mean, some people grew up on it, but we're not used to it at all, so it was completely different for us. But I cannot wait to try all of these things. They sound like fun. And Lorraine, thank you for your very sweet card, and I'm glad that you're enjoying the channel. Tonight for dinner, we're having a Bessie's Revenge, which is a cheese pizza. This is a Screamin' Sicilian. They have their old boxes back, the old style boxes. It says ridiculous amounts of cheese. It has Wisconsin whole milk fresh mozzarella slices, shredded mozzarella, Parmesan Romano and white cheddar cheeses, secret recipe tomato sauce, and stone fired medium crust. And here it is. It just came out of the oven. It looks good, doesn't it?
It's very good.
So I cannot wait to have this, because we haven't had one of these in a long time.
It's been a while.
Probably.
Since we went?
Probably 8 months ago.
Where we went?
We went in, well, oh, you're saying, yeah, we had one there. Yeah. But I'm talking about here at home.
When we would actually buy one?
Yeah, it's been a long time. Probably at least 6 months since we bought one, at least. So we're going to enjoy this for dinner. And Guido's already eaten his dinner. So we're going to go take it out on the couch, actually, and watch it in front of, watch TV and eat pizza. Kevin and I are on our way to Lexington, but I wanted to mention the pizza last night was good, wasn't it?
It was very good. Is it back to 100% to what it used to be? Probably not, but it was definitely better than
delicious.
What the other one was. So I think the mouthfeel of the cheese was much better. It was that like almost a chewy, stringy cheese, those little discs.
It was delicious.
Definitely worth buying the cheese.
Yeah, and I have to say too, it's just my favorite frozen pizza.
Yeah, it is good.
We've tried a lot of frozen pizzas, and it is my favorite. So, I mean, and there's a lot that we haven't tried still, but when you know that you like something, you just hate to you hate to buy something and then not like it. You know, you don't want to take the chance. So you tend to just keep buying what you know is that you can rely on. So
why try something else and not like it?
Exactly.
Wasting the time and the money.
And that's what I've always said about us going out to eat at different restaurants. It's like, yeah, but we know we like to eat this, and if you're spending the money, wouldn't you rather have a sure thing than pay for a meal that you didn't like? I don't know. That's just us. Is we just like the sake by them? Yeah, we really, that's what it is. But Kevin, earlier in the week, Kevin went to where did you go? Henderson, Kentucky. So I'm going to show you that footage now. And now I'm going to cut it. So Kevin, what did you think about the class? What did you learn?
It was the, I think I said during the little piece of video that's been a few days ago. It was the Disney's approach to quality service, and it's all about how Disney handles quality service, you know, to their customers, which are, they call them guests at their parks. And it was really neat the way they think about things. You know, they think about things called touch points. You know, where in this experience do you touch the customer? You know, not physically, but where the customer has interaction with you, and how can you make each one of those experiences better for the customer? So, like, if you're talking about they gave an example of a restaurant. If you're you want to go out to eat, right? So your first experience may be to either get on the website or call on the phone and make a reservation. That's a touch point. How can you make that experience the best experience it can possibly be for the customer? Stuff like that, you know. And then once they arrive, that's a touch point. When they walk in that front door, or even parking for that matter, could be a touch point.
You remind me of we're watching the show Trolleyed, and in Trolleyed they tell her they put that woman up front, and so
she's touching people.
Touching the people
it's
on
like,
the head.
You're not supposed to literally touch them.
Yeah, she was like, "Hello, welcome to Valco," and she would touch them, whack them on the head.
But it was interesting. I mean, that was one of the biggest things I took away is the touch points thing, and there are so many activities and processes we have, because I teach at a college, so there's so many activities and things we do at our college that I don't think are very customer friendly for our students. And like the admissions process is so cumbersome and convoluted, and you have to go to multiple people to do multiple things, and it needs to be, I mean, if it is that way, that's fine. Make it as seamless as possible, and then make that experience the best it can possibly be for the students that come in. So anyway, it was really good. I enjoyed it. They gave us a booklet. We were told at the very beginning they were not to record audio or video of any of it, because they charge money for this, you know. You can actually go to the park and pay to do these seminars. They're like 4-day seminars or $3,000 for these things. So
Kevin, he sent me an email about this when they sent it to him, and I just glanced at it and I saw Disney, and I thought, oh, this is Kevin's sneaky little way. He's trying to tell me we're gonna go to Disney. No, that wasn't it at all.
No, just a 3.5 hour drive.
Yeah,
wrong.
For me. Yeah, it was just for Kevin, but
it was good though. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. What were you saying about the garbage cans?
Oh, that was breaking stereotypes, because traditionally parks, you know, Disney's back in the 50s, you know, Disney came up with this idea to have this amusement park. Well, amusement park at that time all had garbage cans that were like the wire mesh with the open tops. You just walk by and threw garbage in. And not only do you see the garbage in the garbage can, but you also, any wind blows by, blows the garbage out of there, and so you've got this messy, trash everywhere park. So he said he came up with the idea of having a sealed garbage can that had doors that flopped open and closed. Thank Disney for that. He's the one that invented those garbage cans that are everywhere now, like McDonald's.
Kings Island has them too.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, restaurants have them. Think about the restaurants with the doors that flop open and closed. You know, that was Disney that came up with that idea.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was kind of cool. I did not know, and you probably didn't know this either. At Disney, let's say you park, right?
Yeah.
And you get there at 8:30, you park, and you're all excited, and they say you're in Aladdin 204, right?
Right.
That's your parking spot. That's your parking area.
Right.
So at the beginning of the day, you're like, yeah, Aladdin 204, we got it. And you say it 5 times, Aladdin 204, you know, so you can remember it.
Yeah.
By the end of the day, you're completely, what's the word, knackered?
Yeah.
You're completely wasted. You're out of it. You're sleepy. You walk out of the gate and you're like, where do we park?
Aladdin 204.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you're not going to remember
You're not
that.
going to remember that.
So I did not know this. If you go up to a cast member and say, we don't remember where we parked, they'll ask you, what time did you get here? If you tell them it's about 8:30 or whatever, they know what area of the parking lot they were parking cars in at that time of day. So they can at least get you into the general area, maybe Aladdin 200s, you know, that area. They know at that time that that's where they were parking cars. They pull out this piece of paper that has them all mapped out on there, so they can't find your exact car, but they can find your general area just from based on the time. Isn't that cool? I thought that was neat.
It is cool, but it surprises me too, because I always thought if someone decided to leave at 2 o'clock, they would know, hey, we have a parking spot in Aladdin 204 where the Duns left at 2 o'clock, so we can send a car up there that can take that spot.
I don't know if they do
So
that.
I guess
I think
they don't do
literally
that.
park in areas the whole day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you get there at 8 o'clock at night, you're still going to park in the whatever the last area is still.
Right.
Yeah, I just thought that was cool.
I didn't know
And
that,
they were
no.
the first park to do that, and they didn't say the only park, but they're the only ones that they, at the time at least, that that mapped their parking lot out like that. So that was another way they were thinking, you know, outside of that stereo, ways to make the customer experience better. I thought that was pretty cool.
That is neat. Well, we're on our way to Home Goods right now. I have really enjoyed the Harry and David Moose Munch coffee, and it's
Of course, the hardest coffee you can get a hold of.
it really is, because they don't sell it in Walmart and places at Kroger and places like that. So we have only seen it at Home Goods, and they might have it though at Marshall's too. I don't think we've looked in there.
And always, for that matter.
I can't imagine them. You never know. You never know, because Ollie's gets stuff like that, but you never know. But we looked for it on Amazon, and it's very, very expensive. But now, if you can get it at Home Goods, it's only like $6 for a box of it, and I really like it. I've had the chocolate peanut butter, and I've had the like caramel. I think it was like caramel chocolate or something like that, and I liked both of them. So last time we were over here, I bought 3 boxes, and I've gone through all 3. Kevin and I drink a lot of coffee. I typically drink 3 cups of coffee a day. I had gone back to 2, but I really enjoy 3, so I've been having 3 a day. And some people would say, do you drink that to curb your appetite? No. Unfortunately not. Because each cup is 30 calories, because I do use creamer. I like creamer. So that's 90 calories in my day right there. But I still eat exactly what I was eating before, so it does, I'm sure some people curb their appetite with it, but I do not.
You just enjoy it.
I just enjoy it. Yeah, I just enjoy having it. It's just good. So I usually have like, if I get up at 6:20 in the morning, I usually have 2 before lunchtime, and then I'll have 1 late in the afternoon, like at 3:30 or something. We'll have another cup. We'll have a cup whenever Kevin is home for the day. So sometimes it's later than that. So I do not use it as an appetite suppressant. I just enjoy it. So hopefully they're gonna have some of that coffee when I go in here. I want to show you, this is the Chewy's, and I think I told you a couple weeks ago that they were building it. They're working on it.
Looks like it's about done.
What was it, at Applebee's? It was an Applebee's, yeah, and Applebee's went out of business.
Surprise.
So a lot of people are really looking forward to, this is Chewy's.
Oh, I can't wait. Chewy's is some good Mexican food.
It's very, very good Mexican food.
And you get so much food for such a good price that you waddle out of there.
That's the thing, is Mexican food in general, I don't think it's expensive at all.
It's not. It's relatively cheap, and you really do get full.
And you know, Jennifer told me, my sister, she was telling me Fridays is over here, and I've been telling you I've been saying for a while that I'm surprised Fridays hasn't gone out of business, because Fridays you can look over here at the restaurants and all the other restaurants will be packed, and Fridays won't have anybody in their parking lot. And Jennifer said that they ate there a couple weeks ago, and she said it was horrible.
Yeah.
She said it was absolutely horrible.
We really enjoyed them, what, 10 years ago probably?
Yeah.
And we go there all the time, and then they changed their menu and they changed the decor and everything. They changed the whole restaurant.
Yeah.
And after that, their food was just not as good. It just wasn't. It just wasn't.
Right. We're going to Bath and Body Works.
Yeah.
We got to Home Goods too early. I didn't realize, I thought they opened at 9. They didn't open until 9:30. So we actually got there about quarter after. And so we went in the Dollar Tree. But we found a bunch of candy that we hadn't tried. So it worked out. And I found a candy bar that I was looking for. So now we are, we went in Home Goods. And now we're going to go in Bath and Body Works, because I need to buy some of those wallflower refills, and we might get a room spray or something like that while we're in here. We are cooking out for the first time this summer, and I thought it was going to be a much warmer day, and it's not.
Yeah, it turned out to be kind of cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It looks like it's going to rain anytime now. So I was hoping to be able to sit out back, because I just enjoy sitting out back where it's warm and eating when we cook out, but we're not going to get to do that. So we'll just sit in here. But Kevin has already cut up some lettuce and some onion and a tomato. That tomato is really pretty, isn't it?
It is a very nice tomato.
Did you like your gadget?
I don't like this one as well as just like the metal ones.
Well, Tupperware makes one too. It's Tupperware brand.
Yeah,
Mom and Dad had one.
It's not bad. I mean,
and you could freeze them. You could put them in the freezer.
yeah, they came with like like this cup. You would take it off and just put a plastic thing on top.
Yeah. And
I
you
don't
would.
need anything that
They were like a tower, and you would freeze it.
Yeah, I don't need anything that fancy.
So why don't
But
you
this
like that one?
I don't know. It's just the plastic tends to look. It feels like it's going to fall apart.
Oh, so it just feels
It
flimsy.
feels flimsy.
But it's not.
No, it does have a neat little thing where you can take this off and make like stuffed burgers with it.
Right.
I never use that, but you could.
So yeah, I'll show you what it looks like out here. It's just kind of blah. Yeah, the sun's not shining or anything, but you can see all the pretty trees in the distance back there. And when the sun's shining, they look even prettier. So Kevin's heating the grill up now. So this is the cheeseburger, and I just want, I like ketchup, but I just want mustard on mine just because I like the flavor of mustard. And we used the Sargento pepper jack cheese, so it looks delicious. I'm gonna switch my wallflowers out. Right now I have this one in my bathroom, but I'm gonna switch to this little beach house because I think it's really cute, and it has a light in it, so I can't wait to see how that looks. But I'm going to use 1,000 Wishes, which I did not know that they made 1,000 Wishes in the wallflowers. I had looked for it before and never seen it, and then Kevin found it this time, so I'll let you all know if it smells as good as the lotion. I find that the wallflowers, they tend to smell really strong at first, but then the scent, unfortunately, it goes away pretty quickly, in my opinion. But then I'm going to put this one in Kevin's bathroom. And this is a light up one. Right now he has one in his bathroom that doesn't light up. But I think this one's really pretty. And he likes mahogany teak wood. So I'm going to give that one to him. But I wanted to tell you about these toothbrushes too that Kevin chose. These are the Colgate toothbrushes, and we've always liked the Colgate toothbrushes, but I specifically like these. This one says polishing star, helps whiten teeth. I don't know about that, but I do know that I've never had a toothbrush that, see these ridges on the outside? So when you're brushing your teeth, you're actually, as you're brushing your teeth, this is hitting the inside of your gum. And I've never had anything like that textured on the outside of my brush to where it feels like you're massaging your gums as you're brushing your teeth. So I wanted to tell you all about that because you wouldn't think that would make a big difference, but it just feels good. It's really nice. So we got We got a 4-pack, and so Kevin took one and I took one, but I'm really enjoying them. So it's light outside, but it's still dark enough in the bathroom to where you can see that. So that is how it looks. And 1,000 Wishes it's a pink color, so I thought it would look cute with the little beach house. But I really like that a lot. The only thing is because it does stick out from the wall a little bit, you just have to know that so that you don't hit it. So this is the one I'm taking out of Kevin's bathroom. I think it was a freebie, like if you bought so many, you got this free or something like that. And it works just fine, but I do like the ones that light up. So this is how that looks in his bathroom. Like I said, it's light outside, so you don't get the full effect, but I put the mahogany teak wood in there, so I'm hoping that he'll really enjoy that. Anytime I switch my bottles out, when I get a new bottle, I take the lid off the new bottle and put it over the old one. This, even though it has stuff in it, there's no scent in it. But I have a question for you all. This one's not so bad because I've had, well, I did have a blue one in Kevin's and it didn't stain. But some of these stain, and I've tried using like a Clorox wipe on them, and I can't figure out how to get that off. So if anyone has any ideas, if you all have used anything to get that stain off there, let me know what you use, because I just don't know. So it is now nighttime, and you can see how well this shows up. And it has a window on the side and the door in the front. And then it has a window on this side. So now I'll show you the one in Kevin's bathroom. So here is Kevin's, and it lights this corner up. I mean, if he wanted to come in this bathroom and not turn on the light, just like I do at night in my bathroom, he totally could, because you can see. So I think it's really pretty. Ashley said that this is actually her favorite one that she's ever seen. And, you know, it's just a classic look, and it's something that you could keep out all year long and you wouldn't have to change it out. I have some packages to open, but I also had a couple cards here. This one is from Jean, and Jean lives in Kentucky, and this is for Easter. It has lots of Easter eggs on the front. It says, here's a wish that all the day through Easter many joys will come to you. Happy Easter. Hope you all have a blessed Easter. Love, Jean, Crystal, Lacey, and Joey? I didn't know if it was Joey.
Either Joey or Zoe. I think it may be Zoe.
I thought Zoe too. I think it's a Z.
Because there's the J's.
Yeah, I think it's a Z. I think it might be Zoe. I hope we're right about that.
I think she wrote the correct way to write a Z in script, where we don't.
Right.
Z.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much.
She knows her cursive.
This is from Teresa. And it looks like it's an Easter. Yeah. Look at that.
That's cute.
Oh. Happy Easter from the Pugly Duckling. Tammy and Kevin, wishing you and your family a very happy Easter. Thank you for sharing so much of your lives with so many people and so many places. You are such a delightful family. Best wishes and happy Easter, Tree in North Carolina. And she sent us a $10 Walmart gift card. Thank you so much.
The card's too cute.
That is adorable. Well, you know, we're always buying things to try, to review, so that's what this will go for. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that a lot. And I love the card. This is from Darcy in Michigan. So, I know what these are because I've seen a picture.
Oh,
yes.
They look like candy.
These are Pokemon.
Oh, the Pokemon.
Candy bars.
There's no note in there.
There's no note. There's no anything from Darcy. These are 7-Eleven 7 Select Pokemon candy bars. I'm so excited to try these. This is, they're all Pokemon Detective Pikachu, only in theaters. So I guess that's the name of the movie, Detective Pikachu. This one is Bolton Banana Milk Chocolate, Roaring Raspberry Pink Confection, and this one is Psyched Up Orange with Milk Chocolate. And I'm so glad they put...
I wanted you to say the names of the characters.
I'm so glad they put orange with milk chocolate and not dark chocolate. The characters is Psyduck.
Psyduck.
This one is Snubbull. Snubbull. S-N-U-B-B-U-L-L. Snubbull. This one is Detective Pikachu. So see,
I was hoping they'd be a lot worse than that.
Thank you very, very, very much, Darcy. I appreciate those. I did not think I would get to try those at all. So, this is from
It's a box.
Gary, Viola, and Caleb in Connecticut. Okay. A note from Catherine. Oh. Let's see. Dear Tammy and Kevin, please enjoy the coffee and veggie snacks. I have been enjoying your reviews and I don't think you have tried these items yet. Have a nice Easter. Take care, Catherine. Epcot Land fan on YouTube. Okay, and so she told me
how much they cost.
I see one of the items that's in the box. I actually drank a cup of it today. I'm worried. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Okay, okay. Apparently she sent me, she sent me some Moose Munch coffee in the maple vanilla flavor. She's probably about to die because that was in our grocery haul last week. Because you all will see this on Monday. So last Monday I bought the maple vanilla and I bought maple something else. Maple vanilla and another maple, but I have been drinking the maple vanilla and I love it. I think it is delicious.
What's the other one?
Chocolate caramel, and I've had
that's the first one you bought, I think.
Yeah, and it's delicious. I have not. I didn't do a.
There's the maple vanilla.
I didn't do a review. She purchased them at Home Goods.
Yeah,
yes,
that's where we've been getting.
That's where we bought.
That's the only place we've been able to find them. They don't have very many of them. I think we bought pretty much everything.
Yeah, because I had never had the vanilla maple and the other maple one. I hadn't had those yet, and so I bought one of each. But yeah, we have been going to Home Goods to get them. So thank you very, very much. I appreciate these. I will definitely enjoy these. I will add these to the ones that I'm already drinking. If you all haven't tried though, it's the Harry and David's Moose Munch coffee. Mm-hmm. Highly recommend it. And it's best if you can find it at Home Goods and not Amazon, because Amazon's very, very expensive.
Yeah, Home Goods, finding Home Goods is much cheaper.
It's cheaper at Home Goods, yes. Okay, so she said where she found these. So we won't review the coffee because I've already been enjoying the coffee and I love it. It's so good. But we will definitely review these. And she did not say how much. Oh, yes, she did. Yeah, Cumberland Farms items, $1.59 each. So, and we have not tried these. Mm-hmm. These are veggie straws. These are the sea salt, the veggie chips aged white cheddar, and the veggie chips buttermilk ranch. So thank you very much.
I'm going to try to get Andrew over here to try these.
We've tried some Cumberland Farms items, and they've been good, and the candy bars and everything. I can imagine what Andrew would think. He would see veggie and go, ah.
I know what I mean. Okay, so tell who this one's from.
Okay. This one is from Laura and Mark.
And either something broke on top of the box, made it wet, or something's in the box and
it leaked.
It's soaked.
Because
it's soaking on
the box is soaking wet and it smells.
Well, it's not soaking wet now, but it's still damp.
It's still damp and it smells minty.
It does smell like, mouthwash.
This is from Laura and Mark, and they live in Florida now. They used to live in Texas. And they live in Juniper, Florida. And you might remember Mark from way back. He's the one that sent me his...
definitely something in this box.
It is. His flag, his St. George Cross flag from England. It is a very nice flag that he sent me. And I mean, they've sent us all kinds of things. So they moved from Texas to Florida, Juniper, Florida, which it's absolutely beautiful. And they have sent me items in the past from like Publix, some bars and stuff like that. So
hopefully this stuff did not get wet.
Ooh, I see a bag that says London on it. I'm wondering if Mark went home to Mark is from the United Kingdom.
Hold on, let me get the peanuts out of here.
Yeah, the peanuts.
Packing
Packing peanuts.
Not peanuts you eat. Peanuts.
Yes, that is a bag that says London on it.
Let's got a bunch of stuff in there too.
Okay.
I have a feeling whatever's in this box down here is yep, below that. I'm trying to be careful not to get
What people really need is a good listening to. A good listening to.
Most
Oh,
people need to get
wow.
spanking.
Okay. Hi, Tammy and Kevin.
Wait, don't read that because you might spoil other things.
No, I don't think so.
No. If it spoils it,
But I'm wondering if she doesn't want me to read this out loud.
well, you can read it, and then you can read at the end and determine if you think it's.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait to read this. But, well, I'm thinking she just gave me a new Instagram account, and I didn't. When I was surprised to get this box because normally I see her pictures from Florida on Instagram, and I hadn't seen them for a while, and so it looks like they have a new Instagram account, and that's why. Oh my goodness
It
gracious!
should look like pictures or something, like postcards or something.
Oh my goodness!
Sure, but these
Okay.
are flat, so these
This-
are not what I eat.
This bag is has the classic telephone box. It has the double-decker bus. It has Big Ben with Elizabeth Tower, Parliament. I love the bag, and it's a nice bag that I can keep. This is beautiful. These are actually cards. So there's a lot of them. Okay, so this one,
Are they like postcards or card
no,
cards?
they're card
actual
cards.
cards.
They're blank inside.
greeting cards.
These were printed in the Netherlands, okay? So this one has a peacock on it.
Okay, I don't think anything in here was liquid.
So you think that
Or at
somebody,
least I don't see
you think
anything.
somebody sent something on it at the post
Or
office?
a box was on top of it
Or-
at least.
And it leaked on top of it. Well,
Unless something's in one of these packages that leaks.
this one says Devon, and I love this. This is beautiful, very
Yeah.
detailed.
There's nothing in here that would have leaked.
And there's actually two of those.
So those are in good shape? They're in plastic
Yes.
too. So.
Yeah, I'm glad. The Hannah Cole collection, printed in Cornwall. Oh, wow. We would love to visit Cornwall. I bet this one, yeah, this one's printed in Cornwall. Okay. And this one is as well. Kevin has wondered, because I've said that we could take a train like down as far as we could go and then take a bus into Cornwall. But Kevin's like, okay, well, what are we gonna do when we get there? You know, what is there to do? Because I'm thinking there's probably some place to eat, there's probably some shopping, but I'm thinking mainly it's probably a good place to take photographs and things. But I don't.
Okay, there's nothing, they don't mention anything liquid in the box. So luckily, it was just in the box. The box got something spilled on it, or it was out in the rain or something, because it was wet.
These are all printed.
He said where they're coming from.
Oh, well, you can read it if you want to. Oh, look, this one's from Cornwall.
They said these are all things English, but they couldn't bear to drop them off for donation and not know where they went because they are special to us. So the cards are all from the gallery. I can't read that.
That's Whistlefish.
Whistlefish
It's
in
written on the
Plymouth.
back.
In Plymouth, where Mark's mom works,
Oh,
as are the
neat.
framed pictures. That's what these are.
Oh,
Their cards are nice to have on hand to send
Oh,
out
I
to
love
friends
this.
and family. The tea towels are from two different beautiful places along the English Southwest coast from when we traveled.
this is a Christmas card. And it says, raising funds to support the Prince's Trust.
They said they like to actually frame the tea towels.
Oh.
We hang our tea towels up in the
Yeah,
hall.
we have ours in the hall. I love that. That is awesome. And let me see the tea towels. Yeah, we have them hanging in the hall, but framing them, that's a good idea. Oh, that's
Yeah, that's cool.
nice.
So
It's-
Plymouth is
it's
where is Mark's hometown, is what they said.
King Sand and Caw Sand, Cornwall. It says the twin villages of King Sand and Caw Sand bestride the ancient boundary between Devon and Cornwall, easily accessible by road, ferry, or sea. They are popular haunts for visitors, fishermen, and sailors. There are superb walks within easy distance. The Mount Edgecombe Estate, Penley Point, and Ramhead are favorite jaunts, situated in what is locally known as the Forgotten Corner of Cornwall. King Sand and Caw Sand are a must for the discerning traveler who appreciates a gentle pace of life.
That's neat. You know what? That house at the top could be in New England here, like up
It
on
could,
in
yes.
like Rhode Island or up in that area.
So that is that one. And then this one, that still has the tag on it. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty
and it says Cornwall.
I see Doc Martin walking.
We love
It does look like that.
we
Look,
love Doc Martin.
going down to the water.
So we've watched Doc Martin has been in Cornwall, but then what is that other show we watch?
This one goes right.
What is that other show we watch in Cornwall? The guy's name. Demelza.
Oh, Poldark.
Poldark, yeah, Poldark. And so Cornwall is just absolutely beautiful. And so these are framed?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It is top loose.
So these are things from their own private collection, and they're giving them to us.
Yeah, they said they didn't want to donate them. Oh, that's got a piece of it hanging out. I'm fixing it on the fly. There we go.
Oh, it has St. Paul's. Let me show, because the window, we've got the window open. See St. Paul's in the back? That's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah, well, they were getting rid of some stuff.
Yeah, I love that.
And you will like this one.
Oh, a lighthouse. I wonder if that lighthouse is at Cornwall.
It says,
The frame pictures, one is of Smeaton's Tower.
on the Hoe in
Smeaton's
Plymouth.
Tower on the Hoe in Plymouth, which is Mark's hometown.
Yeah, Plymouth is his hometown.
Oh, neat. Well, I love these. I think these are
That's cool.
awesome. Thank you so much for letting me have them. I appreciate it so much.
And taking the time and the money to send them.
Yes, I appreciate it.
Nothing's cheap.
I'm
shipping.
so glad that nothing got damaged because something
get wet.
definitely spilled on the box.
Yeah, because I was cutting the box so I could open it up beforehand, and just cutting through the paper label, it just ripped. I mean, it wouldn't even cut.
And it smells minty. It smells
does. It
very
smells like-
minty. So it makes me wonder. We were like, wonder what they sent us. That was Kevin said maybe they sent a drink or something that was minty. But I'm glad you didn't because then this stuff would have been ruined. So, and what a time to have something spill on your box is when you're getting paper items.
No, you see, that just goes to show you should probably always put things in bags.
Yes.
We don't either. We don't think about it either. But it's a good idea. Probably from now on we should put a garbage bag in the box, just open it up, put the stuff in there, tie off the bag, and just have
because you never know when something's gonna spill on it.
May not be anything from
else.
you. It may be something. And luckily, it didn't soak through bad enough to get into anything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, thank you all. Thank you very, very much, and we really appreciate this stuff.